In this video, we will describe the end behavior of this function. End behavior depends on two things: the degree, which in this case is 5, and the leading coefficient, which in this case is positive, and that's what really matters. In fact, when we talk about the degree, it is odd, and that's what matters, because 5 is an odd number. Because we know that if the degree of a function is even, the end behavior will either be like this or like this. This is the positive version, this is the negative version. But if the degree is odd, like this one is, the end behavior will either be like this or it will be like this. This is the positive version and this is the negative version. So because the degree is 5, it is odd. We know that it's going to be one of these two types of end behavior. Because there is no negative sign in front, that this is a positive leading coefficient, so then we know that the end behavior will be like this. Now, put into words, as I look at this end behavior, I might say on the left, okay, it falls. Okay, on the left it falls, and on the right it rises. All right, on the left it falls, on the right it rises. So I'm going to translate that into the formal notation of end behavior. So instead of saying on the left, we say as x approaches negative infinity. Okay, and instead of saying it falls, we say the function approaches negative infinity. All right, instead of saying on the right, we say as x approaches positive infinity. And instead of saying the function rises, we say f of x approaches positive infinity. So this is the end behavior. Now I have to carefully match this up with these one of these answers. They write it backwards from the way I am most comfortable with it, so you just have to be careful. So let's see. We are looking for a version that says as x approaches negative infinity, f of x approaches negative infinity. So let's narrow it down to that. So as x approaches negative infinity, f of x approaches negative infinity. That's a possibility. Negative infinity, that's a possibility. Negative infinity, positive infinity, that's not a possibility. Negative infinity, positive infinity, that's not a possibility. So it's either A or B. Okay, now let's look at the second part. Okay, as x approaches positive infinity, f of x approaches positive infinity. Okay, as x approaches positive infinity, f of x approaches negative infinity. Nope. All right, that means B must be the answer. Okay, as x approaches positive infinity, f of x approaches positive infinity. As x approaches positive infinity, f of x approaches positive infinity. So this matches, even though it's backwards.